the last part of place marketing, I want to show an example of a case study. This is a facility that is a good example of the way many sport facilities are starting to move in respect to ensuring consumers have a good time, but also increasing the revenue for the organization. And so the case study is a unique case about place marketing, and it is the O2 Arena in London. The O2 Arena is a naming rights for this arena is the O2, which is a cell phone wireless, basically a cell phone company in England, one of the big players. And so I'm going to talk and walk you through the O2 and kind of what they have and why you think this is something that is new, why this is something that a lot of facilities are taking a good look at. First of all, the O2 is a premier all-encompassing sport and entertainment facility in Europe. Essentially, there are very few facilities in the world that are similar to it. And so we look at this as essentially our unique selling position. The O2 Arena is in London, the Greenwich Peninsula in London, in southeast London. What we have to understand in this circumstance is that there are a lot of differences between European cultures, their beliefs, ideals, behaviors, and that of Americans. But as a whole, sport fans, we can see that this is something that we see across the board and across the world. Similar to this, and I'll tell you in a minute, is the LA Live, which is in Los Angeles, where the Staples Center is located. The AEG is a company, Anschultz Entertainment Group, manages the O2 Arena. And they say, as a company, our sole aim is to create the unforgettable, indefinable, undeniably life-enhancing experience that is being part of an audience, being part of something big, something brilliant. And so here's what they've tried to do in that mission statement, in that vision, I'm sorry. So this is a blueprint or outline of the O2 Arena. Kind of shows you what it's all about. Inside of this arena are 6 different things. The main arena is in the middle. You can see in the dark blue. That's the O2 Arena. The Indigo O2, I believe, is number 33. The Indigo O2 I'll cover in a second. View Cinema, I believe, is along where you can see the top left where it says Entertainment Avenue. I believe that it is the section that's in gray next to it. Entertainment Avenue, which you can see is kind of the concourse around the entire venue. The O2 Bubble, which is on the very bottom left, is the big gray part. And then the Matter, which is number 6 on your screen. But let's walk through each one of these elements. So the O2 Arena has 2 main purposes. You can see basically a rendering on the left and an actual picture on the right. Both of these are examples of concerts. Essentially, the O2 Arena, because of the entertainment-driven culture in London, music events are very popular in this facility. Usually they're larger events. They can hold approximately 20,000 people when they do it. The other purpose is for sporting events. So for example, when they hosted the 2012 Olympic Games in London, during that time they hosted all of the basketball events in the O2 Arena, as well as some other gymnastics and other types of events there. So the O2 Arena is both for sporting and music events, but they're large-scale events. What they said is we'd also like to have an opportunity to bring in smaller scale events. That's where the Indigo O2 comes in. The Indigo O2 is a smaller scale venue, but it's only for musical events. Obviously, other events like music can be held there. It's 2,350 seats in the area. And typically what they try to do is bring in the upcoming artists. So you could technically have a festival, and while you have a concert going on in the Indigo O2, at the same time you can have another larger concert in the O2 Arena itself. But essentially these are for fans that are more local, of artists that are more local, and the like. Also included in this is the View Cinema at the O2. The View Cinema is an 11-screen multiplex movie theater. Their largest one can hold up to 770 movie fans in their main auditorium, and has the biggest screen in London at the time. And so in this circumstance, somebody could go to a concert in a family. Another person, they could send their kids and go watch a movie at the View Cinema. Again, we're trying to see this all-inclusive atmosphere. Or if you don't want to go to any of those, you can walk around Entertainment Avenue, which is the image you have there. Along the Entertainment Avenue, they're basically calling this a small village, where it creates this atmosphere where you're walking down the street of a small village, but while somebody else is in a concert, you can be going to these bars or restaurants. They also have clubs. They also have some shopping that you can do along this entertainment avenue, and it's kind of this all-inclusive area. Another one's the O2 bubble, and this is a area inside the arena, and it's a museum. It's a 2-story bubble-shaped exhibit museum, and in 2009, the entire 3rd floor of the bubble was created as a permanent exhibition for the British music experience. Also inside the facility, they have Matter. It's a club that's a 3-floor club that can have 2,600 people in the nightclub, and it's designed basically to offer an advanced new look at both live music as well as the club night in London. So you could go to a concert in the Indigo O2 and then go afterwards to the nightclub Matter. All of this still under one roof. And so if we look at what they have done is, until recently, O2 had really focused on the individual events. Now what they've started to do is create a unique selling position by bringing in the biggest acts, but also bringing in new cutting-edge acts, and they can start to host these other types of events. The other example I was just mentioning to the O2 arena is very similar, is AEG Live, or LA Live that is, managed by AEG. And this is in Los Angeles, where the Staples Center. Here you can have, this is a little bit different in that it's a general area where you can live, work, and play. There are condos, there are office buildings, there are clubs, there are restaurants, there are shopping centers, all of it within walking distance of each other. So now we're starting to see sport venues move from this single purpose, I play baseball in this facility, or I play football in this facility, to this facility is included in more of an entertainment style than in any other. So this is the case study for place marketing, and something important to consider. Make sure you complete all the assignments for place marketing before moving on.